Okay, so this will be on angles of triangles. Okay. First, they go through some theorems and some corollaries, and you can abbreviate the word theorem. First thing they go through is theorem 4.1, and they call this the triangle angle sum theorem. Triangle angle sum theorem. And this one, we really have already used this as we've gone through the year, and it just says the sum of the measures of a triangle is 180 degrees. And we've used that several times going through. Okay. Then the next thing the author goes through definition of an exterior angle. And when he's looking at an exterior angle, he's looking at an exterior angle of a triangle. And it is an angle formed by one side of a triangle. And when you do that, just use your symbol for a triangle. By one side of a triangle and the extension of another side. It's an angle formed by one side of a triangle and the extension of another side. So, example, if I have a triangle, say, that looks like this. Okay? An example of an exterior angle is extend one of those sides. This would be the exterior angle, this one right here. Okay? All the others are interior angles. Okay? If I have, let's say I have a triangle that looks like this, and if I extend one of the sides, this would be considered an exterior angle. Okay? And the other, these inside, these would be interior angles in here. Okay? Okay? And that's their definition of an exterior angle. Okay. Then he also defines what's meant by remote interior angles. All three of them would be interior. What's it mean when you talk about the remote interior angles? Okay. And those are the angles of a triangle that are not adjacent to a given exterior angle. Those are the angles of a triangle that are not adjacent to, so it would not be this one, okay, it would be these two, okay. Those would be the remote interior, okay. Okay, they're not adjacent. If this is the, on this one, if this is the exterior, the two that are not adjacent to that, so be this one and this one. They're not adjacent to that exterior, okay? And if you take, let's do another picture. Let's say you have something like this. I didn't go that very good. Let me do better. Okay, and let's say we extend this one back over here. Okay, then this this one would be the exterior angle. Say if this is 1, and then this, let's say this is angle 2, and this is angle 3. 3 and 2 would be the remote interior. They're inside, but they're not adjacent to this one. This would be the one adjacent to it. So it's the remote ones. Okay. Okay. If you look at that, okay, this brings in another theorem. The measure of angle 1 equals the measure of angle 2 plus, oops, I wrote that wrong, measure of angle 2 and the measure of angle 3. So the exterior angle equals the sum of the two remote interior angles. Okay, and that's another theorem. Okay, that's theorem 4.2. And that's called the exterior angle theorem. The exterior angle theorem. And the measure of an exterior angle, and you can abbreviate it, the measure of an exterior angle is equal to the sum of the measures of the two remote interior angles. So that's basically saying in words what we're saying up here. The exterior angle equals the sum of the two remote interior angles. Measures are the same. Okay. Okay, then the next thing the author goes through is definition of what they meant by a corollary. It's C-O-R-O-L-L-A-R-Y, a corollary. Okay, and it is a statement that can be proved a statement that can be proved using the result of a theorem. Okay, and the author goes through two corollaries, and they just use COR for the abbreviation, corollary 4.1, and it says the acute angles, you can use the abbreviation for angles, the acute angles of a right triangle are complementary. And basically they're just using the idea that how many degrees in a triangle? 180. A right angle is 90. So if you subtract, the other two angles have to add up to 90. So they are complementary, which means they add up to 90. So if you end up with a right triangle, it's basically saying this angle and this angle, angle 1 and angle 2, the measure of angle 1 plus the measure of angle 2 have to add up to 90. Okay, they are complementary. Okay. Okay, and the other one is corollary 4.2. And it just says there can be at most one right or one obtuse angle in a triangle. And that ought to make sense. If they add up, if the three angles add up to 180, if one of them's a right angle, you can't have another right angle. You can only have one obtuse angle because it's greater than 90. So there's only one. Okay. Okay. So basically, it's telling you the two angles in a right triangle are complementary. It's telling you the two remote angles, interior angles, add up to the exterior angle, okay, in a triangle, in any triangle, okay? So these two would add up to this angle. These two would add up to this angle, okay? Okay, going to give you the rest of the time on homework.